What's up, everybody? Anthony from Granddaddy Herps, and I got two new pickups today. This is one of them. This is a male Spark. See how good I can get his colors on camera. Sorry for the tripod. But yeah, he looks really good, and he's actually super bright in person. You know how it goes, right? Cameras don't do justice. But let me see if I can get a comparison of him next to just like a normal for comparison while he's sitting still, because he basically is going to try to disappear any chance that he gets. So you can see him next to a normal. You can see how he's kind of like a fire in a sense. Sorry, boy, get back. You can see his head stamp. It's really bright. But yeah, there's a little comparison. See if I can get you guys good look at him. Let me zoom out. What's cool about these guys is they're along the complex of a yellow belly, so they have a lot of similar features, except for they don't have that funky like yellow belly design as much, but it's kind of similar. They have sides like an Enchi, really like orangish yellow sides, and they're really blushed out like in their blacks, but you can't really pick up on it, but that tail is just like glowing. That tail stripe is just glowing. So got some big plans with this guy. Not a lot of people are really working with Spark, so that kind of leaves like still a pretty untapped market. He's just a single gene, but very powerful single gene, you know, along the lines of like how like an Orange Dream is, like with combos they just mix very well. Like this guy, I mean, if you look up some combos, just look at this to a fire alone, what it does, and this to a yellow belly makes the Puma, and then this to itself makes the Super Spark, which is very similar to a Puma. You can just see those highlights, and the tail is just like one big fat highlight. Wasn't planning on picking him up. I actually did a trade. Traded one of my Killer Bees, not the one that produced my clutch, but traded one of my Killer Bees straight across for him, along with the next snake I'm going to show you. Alright guys, there's my new 800 gram male Spark. Plans with him is put him to my Firefly female. Firefly female is 1500 grams empty, so she is definitely ready for this coming up season. So next couple months, just going to stack as much as I can. Hopefully she keeps eating and hasn't hit a wall. But yeah guys, there he is. Let's get to the next pickup. Alright guys, here's my next pickup. Try to guess what it is off the top of your head really quick. So what she is she's a Calico Pewter. So Calico Pastel Cinnamon. And again, wasn't planning on picking this up. She's 700 grams. She's a slim 700 grams, so hopefully with me she does pretty good. See if I can get her head. She's really shy, which probably has a little bit to do with why she's not really the best eater so far, what it looks like, because she's pretty slim. She's 700 grams, but she's slim. Looked like she had a little bit of stuck shed on her from last owner, but she has like these cool paradox looking marks in here. Again, wasn't really planning on picking her up, but couldn't pass the good deal to get a Spark and a 3 gene Calico female when I already have just a basic Calico. So let's see if we can get a belly shot. She's got some pretty cool stuff going on in here, almost like, again, like paradoxing. It kind of looks like that's what's cool about Calico stuff. So she's pretty awesome. And if I do my Cinnamon Lesser to her whenever she's ready, I can make some super Cinny combos, which would be pretty cool. And I'm cutting my next clutch again here in probably a day or two, and depending if I get any holdback cinnamon combos, this would be something good to put that with. So it's kind of like one thing I consider is try to make some super cinnamon combos. Looks like she's got a little bit of stuck shed up there, but all in all, she's a pretty sweet girl. Looks like, I don't know what they were keeping her in, but looks like she's got some stuck shed in my collection, and that's never an issue for me. But she's got this really nice, like chocolate looking dorsal pattern. So yeah, she's skinny. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Always Anthony from Granddaddy Herbs.